All right, wish you a very good evening once again. This is Sanjay Singh, your faculty for today. Sorry for the delay due to internet issues. All right, I think my audio and visual, is it coming clear to all of you? Can you
Yes,
quickly go to the chat box and say yes? Okay, can you quickly go to the chat box and say yes for me? All right, thank you so much. Wonderful, great. So, guys, the topic today is very interesting. The topic today is, do we see a Lord Ganesha in ourselves? Let me just mute all of you. I request all of you to please stay on mute. I also request all of you to please put your videos off because there's a bandwidth issue. Please put your videos off. Only when you want to talk, you can put your video on and your sound on. So thank you very much there for all those of you who have joined me here. Please put your videos off so that we can save on bandwidth. Rajendra Paliwal ji, Rajkumar ji, please put your video off. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. Let me just quickly share the screen for you. All right, good. So I'm very excited, friends. I'm very excited. I can see some of you after a long time there. Lord Ganesha, this is Ganesh Chaturthi, and all of us, especially in Maharashtra, are upbeat about Ganesha. Bappa Moria, Bappa, please come and bless us. So in today's edition of Sales Ki Pathshala, Mr. Rajendra Paliwal, please put your video off. Thank you so much. So in today's edition, we are going to look at what is it that we can look at Lord Ganesha. So I want to start today's session with this question. Do you see Lord Ganesha in every salesperson? Do you see Lord Ganesha in every salesperson? Because that's what we are trying to say. I'm not trying to say that any one of us can be equated to Lord Ganesha, but what I'm trying to say is, can we learn something from Lord Ganesha? Do we see anything that we do in Lord Ganesha? And that's the broad topic that we are doing today. Uh, Let me first start with, and today we are going to discuss a lot of mythology and a lot of things related to Lord Ganesha. So as mythology runs, Lord Shiva once asked all the stalwarts that, let me give you a task, and whoever completes this task first and foremost will be called the first among equals. And the task that Lord Shiva gave to all the stalwarts was, go and do a complete round of the world and come back and report to me. And the person who comes and reports to me the fastest will be called the first among equals and will be prayed first amongst, even before any other god is prayed in Hindu. First, we will pray that person. And to cut the long story short, Lord Ganesha just took a round of his parents and he said that, well, I have completed the world. And when Lord Shiva asked that, where have you completed? He said that, for me, my parents are my world. And that's the brief story from mythology, where Lord Ganesha was awarded the trophy of first among equals by Lord Shiva. And that is why all of you know that when we start our prayers in Hindu, the first god who is offered prayer is Lord Ganesha. ऐसे हिंदी में कहावत है कि श्री गणेश करिए, श्री गणेश से ही चालू होता है कोई भी शुभ काम. So any pious, any humble beginning starts with Shri Ganesh. And there is something for all of us in sales to learn from this. Just like Lord Ganesha was so focused that he took a round of his parents and he said that my parents are equivalent to the world. That's the kind of singular focus we need from sales professionals. And sales professionals are expected to focus on ICP, which stands for Ideal Customer Profile. So whatever product you're trying to sell, you should know exactly where to find such customers. So no need to beat around the bush, no need to waste your time like other stalwarts did. Be smart like Lord Ganesha, identify your ideal customer profile and always hunt for your ideal customer profile when it comes to achieving your sales target. So friends, on this occasion, let us take this oath that we need to understand, take this lesson from Lord Ganesha and always follow this to take things forward. Let me quickly ask, okay, we have a lot of new people here today. Fantastic. I'm just rolling down the screen and seeing who are the people who have joined us. All right, fantastic. Let's move to the next slide. All of you always see Lord Ganesha with huge ears, right? And there is something for all of us in sales to learn from those huge ears. Why do you think Lord Ganesha has got such huge ears? Is it because he has the head of an elephant? Or let me ask you a converse question. Why do you think the elephant has got such huge ears? Well, in sales, we always say, friends, that you are expected to be an active listener. Now, what do I mean when I say active listener? When I say that you got to be an active listener, you listen with your eyes and ears. So everyone in the world listens from their ears, but sales professionals have the additional privilege of listening through their eyes. So how do you listen through your eyes? You see, when you observe your customer, you observe his body language, you observe his voice modulation, you observe things around him, you observe his behavior, and even by seeing, you can listen to something. All right. So listen with your eyes and ears. And that's why if you are a sales professional, you got to be rewarded with huge pair of ears, because you got to talk less, you want to hear more, you want to allow customer to talk. Even if he is wrong, I always allow my customer to talk, because I have a large pair of ears and I have a huge appetite to listen. Because if you have a huge appetite to listen, then you can say that, okay, I also have a small Lord Ganesha inside me. Fantastic, great. Let me ask a few questions to people in this room. Okay, I can see some new people there. Mr. Vivek Chaudhary. Vivek Chaudhary, can you unmute yourself? Mr. Vivek Chaudhary, can you unmute yourself? All right, no, Vivek doesn't want to come online. Fantastic. I see Mr.
Yeah,
Rajendra Paliwala. Okay,
yeah,
Mr. Vivek Chaudhary.
hello. Yeah, this is Vivek.
All right, Vivek, you're welcome to this program. Can you quickly introduce yourself for the benefit of the audience?
Yeah, I'm working for Six Simplex Office Solutions. We are based out of Nagpur, and I'm the sales head there. I'm the vice president sales there.
All right, Vivek, you're welcome to this program. I think the first time you have come here. What is your opinion about
Yeah.
salespersons having large pair of ears?
Oh, that's really important, and I would honestly submit here that even today, if I fail somewhere in my sales prospecting, I have done this simple mistake of not listening to the customer. So you are absolutely right. Absolutely right. We have to talk less and hear more. But again, I mean, that's a very difficult task to inculcate in yourself. You need a lot of practice, lot of determination to do this.
Absolutely rightly said, Vivek. And I fully agree with Vivek that despite all the experience, we still tend to do the mistake of not listening completely to the customer. So if you want to discover Lord Ganesha inside you, on this Ganesh Chaturthi, take a resolve that you are going to listen fully to the customer, because the customer gives us the problem and the customer also gives us the solution, provided you have a listening pair of ears to the customer. So next time, please remember, ladies and gentlemen, you want to discover Lord Ganesha inside you, go and discover your listening capabilities within yourself. So thank you very much, Vivek. We proceed to our third slide, and we see that Lord Ganesha has got a huge head. You know, Lord Ganesha always has a huge head. And I want to ask these four questions to you. Do you think big? Do you learn every day? Are you visible to your customers? And is your prospecting antenna on 24/7? I repeat, do you think big? Do you learn every day? Are you visible to your customers, like omnipresent with the long, huge head? And is your prospecting antenna, so your lookout for new contacts, is it on 24/7? 4 questions I want to ask you. And you can see on the screen, the big head of Lord Ganesha inspires us to think big, acquire knowledge, and be visible to the point of becoming omnipresent. All right, good. I want today's program to be very interactive. We need to have fun, guys. Let me talk to Mr. Rajendra Paliwal. Mr. Rajendra Paliwal, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself quickly? Good evening, sir. So the line is logging off. Yes, Rajendra ji. Can we talk now?
Yeah, okay, I'll talk for the third time. Okay, I'm Rajendra.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. The internet had gone off.
No
It's so
problem.
nice to see you back after almost 6 months. I'm seeing you, Rajendra ji.
Yeah.
So Rajendra ji, my question to you is, do you, as a sales pro, do you learn every day?
Yes. Yes,
All
I
right.
learn every
And
day.
what do you do to make yourself visible to your customers?
First thing is in my business, I myself should look fit. That is one thing. I should be very active, and I should have a very active lifestyle where people should be able to notice me that I'm different at the age of 70.
Well, all right. So Rajendra ji is a nutrition specialist, and he advises people, counsels people on nutrition. So he says that to be visible, he should be visibly fit. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Amit Badhyani, can I quickly speak to you? Amit, good evening. Yes, Amit. All right, I'm not getting a response from Mr. Amit Badhyani. No problem.
Yes,
we move forward, guys. So
no. I was trying to unmute myself. Sorry about that.
Okay, Amit, good evening. You're welcome. Today is a very
Thank you.
wonderful day. We are discussing Lord Ganesha and sales. Very important for all of us in
Right.
Maharashtra. So the question here is your
Right.
prospecting antenna on 24/7? So when you are doing business, Amit, if you could quickly introduce yourself for the benefit of the audience so that they know what business you're into.
Sure. Yeah. I'm Amit Badhyani. I lead Harrier Information Systems, which is a cloud services provider and a digital services provider company out of Nagpur.
Fantastic.
And yeah, my prospecting antenna, I try to keep on all the time. Sometimes though, I make mistakes of losing the sight of that, but most of the times, yeah, it is on.
So when you say that your prospecting antenna is on 24/7, what exactly do you mean? What do you do?
Okay. There are multiple things that we do. One is we use a CRM solution and we keep track of all the leads we have generated in the past and keep in touch with the customers, those potential customers. Second is we are always looking for newer prospects by way of digital marketing, email marketing campaigns, those things. And whenever I meet somebody, we always keep in mind whether we have an opportunity to serve that potential customer with our services. Hope that answers.
Fantastic. Wonderful, Ramit. Thank you so much. So guys, we want to discover Lord Ganesha in ourselves. We have to keep our prospecting antenna on 24/7. You cannot say कि अभी 6 बज गया, ऑफिस का टाइम खत्म हो गया, अभी मैं घर पे फोकस करूंगा, अभी मैं कस्टमर के बारे में नहीं सोचूंगा. Well, 6 बज गया है, आप घर पे फोकस कीजिए, no problem. But at the back of your mind, prospecting antenna never stops. You are continuously prospecting, and that is the only time when your head will also become big like Lord Ganesha. I think someone has opened the mute button, so I'll have to put them on mute. All right, so I put everyone on mute again. Wonderful, friends. Let's move on. So we are 20 minutes into the program. And we come to this third aspect of Lord Ganesha. So let me ask someone, because there are a lot of people into this room, and I want to ask someone, Kaushik Sutone, can I ask you a question? Kaushik? All right, let me ask Sneha, since Sneha has come first. Sneha, good evening. Can you just quickly introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, this is Sneha working as a marketing manager with Blue Ladder EPC Solutions. We cater to global need of pre-engineered buildings. We are based out of Nagpur.
All right, very good, Sneha. So, Sneha, can you tell me why Lord Ganesha has one of his tusks broken? उनके दो दांत में से एक दांत टूटा हुआ रहता है, और ऐसा बताया जाता है कि जब हम घर में गणेश जी को लाते हैं तो लेफ्ट वाला टूटा दांत रखते हैं, और जब बाहर में पंडाल में रखते हैं तो राइट वाला दांत टूटा रहता है. So my question is that why do you think that Lord Ganesha's tusk is broken? There's a mythological story to it.
On the mythology, I really don't know about this.
Okay, Kaushik, can you help Sneha?
Sir, unfortunately, no. I'm not aware.
All right. So let me touch upon a bit of mythology. So Parshuram, there is a saint called Parshuram. I'm sure you're aware of him. So Parshuram ji ko Lord Shiva ka वरदान था कि Lord Shiva had presented him with an axe, right? So Parshuram had the blessings from Lord Shiva that if he hurls the axe, it is going to kill whoever the axe is meant for. So there was once that Parshuram saw Lord Ganesha, a baby elephant looking like a baby elephant on the door, and he was not ready to budge. Lord Ganesha was not ready to budge, and Parshuram got angry and he hurled the axe. He said that, "Stupid man, you should die." And Lord Ganesha, with all his wisdom, with Lord his gratitude, Lord Ganesha knew that this axe has been presented to Parshuram by his father, who is Lord Shiva. So since his father had presented this axe, he did not want, Lord Ganesha did not want कि मेरे पिताजी का वरदान खाली जाना चाहिए. तो उन्होंने बोला कि ठीक है परशुराम जी, आपने एक्स चला दिया है, तो मैं अपनी एक दांत तुड़वा लेता हूं ताकि मेरे पिताजी का वरदान भी बना रहेगा, और मुझे तो कुछ होना नहीं है क्योंकि मैं गणेश हूं. So friends, if you have understood, Sneha, now you don't forget that story, okay?
Never.
All right, thank you so much. So friends, what do we understand from this small anecdote of Lord Ganesha? The attitude of gratitude is something which is very strong in Lord Ganesha. Just to ensure that his father's blessings do not go dry, just to ensure कि उनके पिताजी Lord Shiva का वरदान. And this is the beauty of this word that I say, givers gain. You know, all sales professionals should believe in this statement called givers gain. आप जितना ज्यादा अपने ग्राहक को देंगे, उतना ज्यादा आपको ग्राहक से मिलेगा. आप जितना कम ग्राहक को देंगे. Now, what am I trying to say? Am I trying to say that आप फ्री में सामान दे दीजिए? No. I'm just trying to say that believe in the statement, what goes around comes around. You know, it's like a boomerang. If you throw up, and that's what happens in sales. The more you give to your customers in terms of service, in terms of knowledge, in terms of advice, in terms of consultancy, in terms of advisory, in terms of neutral consulting, the more the customers get attached to you and you create lifetime value of the customers. So here again, we have something to learn from Lord Ganesha, that attitude of gratitude. Are we gratitude? Do we show gratitude to people who are with us? अव्वल तो ऐसा होता है कि बहुत बार हम बिजनेस करने के बाद ग्राहक को भूल जाते हैं. अपना काम हो गया, आगे बढ़ो, अपना पैसा मिल गया, आगे बढ़ो. No, that's wrong. That's not how a professional salesman behaves. So a professional salesperson always believes in givers gain. They always believe in what goes around comes around. And they always believe in जितना हो सके मैं अपनी ग्राहक की सेवा करूंगा, क्योंकि मेरे कंपनी का वरदान खाली नहीं जाना चाहिए. The promise given by my company to my customer should not go blank. So I will give my best service to the customer to ensure that my customer is happy with me and my company. And the moment I do that, I discover a small Ganesha in myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the program. If you are enjoying the program, and if you believe in what I'm saying, just write a yes in the chat box. Can I see a yes in the chat box? All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you so much. Okay, I get a question from Mr. Bhupat, value addition to services. Yes, Bhupat bhai, thank you so much. Vivek Chaudhary says, sir, please share the PPT. Yeah, Vivek, don't worry. After the program, there's a feedback form which should be sent to you on a link. When you fill the feedback form, my back office will send the PPT to you. So Vivek, that answers your question. Let me just check if there's any other question in the chat box for me. No, no other question. All right, we'll move forward. All right, 25 minutes into today's webinar, and we have learned 3 different ways in which we can discover Lord Ganesha within ourselves as sales professionals. And what are those 3 different ways? The first was, in fact, 4 different ways. The first was focus on your ideal customer profile. The second was discover the large pair of ears within yourself, that is, listen well. The third was the big head of Lord Ganesha, which means to say that your prospecting antenna should be on 24/7. And the fourth point we discussed was giver's gain. Fantastic, wonderful. Let me just go around the room and ask someone that, have you ever practiced giver's gain? All right, let me talk to my very old friend, Chartered Accountant Dilip Lohia. Dilip bhai, can you please unmute yourself? Yes, Dilip Lohia. No, Dilip Lohia, I think he's just taking time. Let me search for someone new. All right, let me talk to Sagar Jodhpe. Mr. Sagar Jodhpe, can you hear me? Sagar Jodhpe, can you hear me? No, the Ganeshas in the room are not able to hear me today. Oh my God, who is going to come out for me now? Let me just check. All right, Mr. Jahangir Dungaji, that's very interesting. So nice to have you here, sir. Mr. Jahangir Dungaji, can you unmute yourself?
Thank you, sir. Pleasure is mine
So
to
nice to
join
have you, sir.
after such
So
a
nice
long
to
time.
have you.
Thank
Great.
you,
So
sir.
Jahangir Dungaji, sir,
Thank
is
you,
a
sir.
very senior person in Nagpur. So Mr. Dungaji, do you believe in this principle of giver's gain for sales professionals?
Of course,
So have
there
you
is
ever
no question about it.
have you ever practiced giver's gain? Could you tell the audience any live example where you practiced giver's gain and you got more out of it?
So, like what you initially said, that the best thing is, one thing I believed in my line of business when I was doing the marketing thing, that never hide anything from the customer and not to give wrong information. And that is how we gain trust. And that is how we make a long standing business relationship. And whatever they need to know, I would provide them with everything from everywhere, whatever I had. I would never say no to anything. I would always take time and then give them an answer for some way or the other. And if I really don't know that, then I would be honestly telling them that, sir, this is one point which I don't know. I'll try and find out and get back to you on this particular way. And then it would
Fantastic.
be a more of a personal relationship, because that person would phone me personally on my mobile and then ask me some personal things also. Are you really saying this? Do you say it to every other customer? I said yes, but don't ask me what the other customer needs are, because we were supplying a product which was needed by most of it. Others formulas also. Okay, can you tell us their mix or this thing? So
Right.
I honestly would say, sorry, sir, this is not our thing. I will never divulge their recipe.
Fantastic, sir.
or
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your
anything to you.
response.
And if you want anything from of you,
So thank you so much for your response, Mr. Dungaji. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a great lesson to learn. Never say no to the customer. So there are so many times when the customer asks us something which is not there as part of our natural offering. So what? I will take an extra step. I will walk an extra mile. I will see whether I can accommodate my customer's request or not. I will make my best effort. If my best effort also I fail, I will go and honestly tell the customer that, look, I tried, but it's not getting possible for me to do. But we don't do this. Many sales professionals, they don't do it. And
yes,
that's
I
what
would
we need to
always
learn.
say that to them, sir. I would
Thank
never
you so much.
hide anything from them.
Thank you so much, Dungaji sir. So first of all, Dungaji sir is a
Then
Parsi.
you lose confidence, your customer loses.
Right. So
Thank
first of
you.
all, Dungaji sir is a Parsi and no Parsi tells a lie. So that's
Pardon
one
me?
big brand image of a Parsi. You know, I say that no Parsi in the world ever tells a lie. So
You
that's a
would be
Parsi brand
surprised,
image.
sir. You would be
And
surprised.
and Dungaji sir is also a great industrialist.
No,
And
sir.
he says that okay, Dungaji says that now some Parsis lie. Okay,
No,
we will take
no,
it some
sir.
other time. We'll take it some other
And
time.
sir, the main thing is, sir, Parsis are married to lie detectors.
All
you.
right. Thank you so much, Mr. Dungaji. So let's take it forward, guys. Have you heard of Riddhi and Siddhi? Let's go to Hindu mythology a bit. Have you heard of Riddhi and Siddhi? And let me see whom can I call to ask this question. Okay, Mr. Sheer Sagar. Mr. Sheer Sagar, can you unmute yourself? Mr. Sheer Sagar, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, sir. Can you quickly introduce yourself for the audience?
Yeah, I'm Anil Kshirsagar from Nagpur. I have industrial housekeeping business and I sell water ionizers.
All right, Anil, you're welcome to the program. Do you know
Thanks,
anything about Riddhi and Siddhi?
They are wives of Ganesha.
So my question is that why did Lord Ganesha have two wives? What was the need? We are not supposed to have two wives in Hindu religion. So why did Lord Ganesha have two wives?
No, to be, frank, I'm not aware. Why there are two wives.
All right, that's a bit of mythology we are discussing today. I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Are you
All
suggesting
right.
salesmen also have two
So
wives?
here,
No. Don't jump to conclusion. I'm coming to it. Coming to it. Let me ask from someone, Mr. Priyanjali Pandey. Priyanjali Pandey, why do you think that Ganesha had two wives? Priyanjali, can you unmute? No. Priyanjali doesn't know. Okay, let me ask someone else. Rita Gedam, Mrs. Rita Gedam. No, Rita is not responding. Sonal Khosal. People are afraid to come on the screen. They say, oh my God. All right, Shubhra Agnihotri. Shubhra, can you unmute yourself?
Hi,
Shubhra,
sir.
can you quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Shubhra Agnihotri. I am representing My Life Assistant. I'm an HR there.
What is My Life Assistant?
So this is an e-commerce portal and we provide services, Yeah. So
Oh, so you provide services like plumbing, electrician, like that?
correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Shubhra, are you aware that Lord Ganesha had two wives called Riddhi and Siddhi?
Yes, I am aware of. But there is a story behind it which I'm not recalling right now.
All right, let me tell you that story.
These are two sisters. Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah, so yes.
sir, can I explain some? I have some idea.
Yes, please go ahead. What is your name?
Sir, Priyanjali Pandey.
Yes, Priyanjali, go ahead. Please introduce yourself first.
Sir, currently I am pursuing BA from BIT Mishra in second year.
Oh, okay. You're an MBA student. Wonderful. Nice to have you here. Tell me. Tell me, what is the story?
Sir, I think Riddhi and Siddhi, these two are, Riddhi is for wealth and prosperity, and Siddhi for intellectual and spiritual power. To merit them Ganesh for
So-
solving the problems.
You are absolutely correct, but why 2 wives?
No, sir, I have not more idea.
All right, Priyanjali, thank you very much for that participation. Wish you all my best. So, friends, you must be wondering that, in most of the Hindu prayers, you will observe the Pandit saying Riddhi, Siddhi. So, even before praying Lord Ganesha, we ensure that Riddhi and Siddhi are in place. And Riddhi represents intellectual property, and Siddhi represents prosperity. So, Riddhi represents knowledge, and Siddhi represents money. Now, the story in the Hindu mythology is that when Lord Brahma, Ganesha was born to Lord Shiva, but when Lord Brahma became very happy with Lord Ganesha, so he wanted to bless Lord Ganesha. So when he wanted to bless Lord Ganesha, Lord Brahma says that it is not possible to encompass intellect and prosperity in one soul, because intellect and prosperity cannot be there in one soul 100%. Wherever intellect is there 80%, prosperity may be less, wherever prosper and vice versa. So that is why you see that wherever you have a lot of money, generally you have less of knowledge, and wherever you have a lot of knowledge, generally you have less of money. There are aberrations, there are differences, but that's how the mythology goes. So Lord Brahma says that if I want to give the entire world to you as a blessing, then I must give you Riddhi and Siddhi, because together it will form one complete for you. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, Lord Ganesha had Riddhi and Siddhi, while you and I cannot have 2 wives. I don't know whether you are looking for it, but then the lesson to be learned here is sales is the only profession which gives you intellect and prosperity. There is no other profession in the world which gives both. And this is my belief. And you can argue with me, you can debate with me. But all those of you who are sales professionals here, let me tell you, this is the only profession in the world which can give you Riddhi and Siddhi. So you may not have Riddhi and Siddhi in real life, but if you understand the profession of selling well, you can actually have the Riddhi of knowledge and the Siddhi of prosperity together with you. So if you have understood Riddhi and Siddhi now, because that's a debatable topic, can you quickly go to the chat box and write R and S? Yes, R and S. So I know that you have understood Riddhi and Siddhi, and don't go today to your wife and say that, look, Lord Ganesha had 2 wives, so I would also like to have 2. No, that's not allowed. I'm not trying to propagate this. Don't hold me responsible if you get beaten up in your house for claiming to have a Riddhi and Siddhi for yourself. All right, jokes apart, let's take it further. And I'm now looking at the huge belly of Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is always shown with a huge belly. I mean, Lord Ganesha doesn't go to a gym, or he doesn't need a 6-pack. He has 100 packs within himself. The Bappa Moria, Lord Ganesha has a huge belly. And if you see Lord Ganesha, normally on his navel, you will see a snake. And I want to quickly ask someone in the room that, do they know the story behind this? Why is there a snake on the navel of Lord Ganesha? And why do you think Lord Ganesha has such a huge belly? All right, let me quickly go and find someone from Maharashtra who can answer this. Sagar Jodhpe, you're from Maharashtra. If you want, you can come and answer this for me. There's someone called Plastic Surge. Is that Mr. Kamlesh Daga?
Hello,
Okay.
sir.
All right, Sagar Jodhpe is on the screen. Sagar, quickly introduce yourself.
My name is Sagar. I have a B2C business of jewelry. But I'm not sure about the question you asked. I'm not sure about the answer. Why does he have a
Why
huge...
do you think Lord Ganesha is shown with a huge belly and there is always a snake tied to his navel?
I'm not sure about that, but maybe the belly must represent that he has a huge appetite for knowledge and different things, maybe.
Okay, he has a huge appetite for knowledge. All right, thank you very much, Sagar. So Plastic Surge, is that Mr. Kamlesh Daga? Plastic Surge, can we have you there? No, Plastic Surge is not responding. I don't know why people are not responding today. Yes, I hear a sound there.
So I am Nitisha from Plastic Surge Industries. I am a sales executive here.
All right, great, Nitisha. Good to have you here. आपको कुछ आइडिया है कि क्यों गणेश जी की इतनी बड़ी तोन दिखाई जाती है और उनके नाभि में हमेशा एक सांप होता है?
No, sir. But I would really like to know that.
All right. So it's getting interesting,
It is
isn't
mentioned on
it?
the slide.
Sorry?
It is mentioned on the slide. It is written there. We all can read.
Yeah. So you see, Lord Ganesha is, there is something called Kundalini. In Hindu mythology, there's something called Kundalini, where we say कि अगर आपकी कुंडलिनी जागृत है, तो आपकी एनर्जी का स्रोत आपकी कुंडलिनी होती है. So normally it is said that if all your 5 senses, that is touch, smell, feel, all those 5 sensory organs, if they are in your full control, then your kundalini is said to be active. And it is said that Lord Ganesha is so full of energy, is so full of knowledge, is so full of prosperity, is so full of everything. And that's maybe one of the reasons that why he has such a huge belly. But the more important thing is, इनकी कुंडलिनी इतनी ज्यादा जागृत है कि एक सांप को बांधा गया उनके नेवल से, because such active kundalini is protected by the snake. That's how the mythology runs, and that's why wherever you see a Lord Ganesha, you'll find a snake tied to his navel. That is to control the kundalini that is jagrut in Lord Ganesha. And as professional salespeople, what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to ask you a question. Do you have your sales kundalini jagrat? Do you have a sales kundalini which is awakened? And when I say sales kundalini, what do I mean? So Amit
Sorry, I can't hear you. Your voice is breaking, but I could hear that you want me to say something. Yeah, I had my sales kundalini
screen, so I want your answer here. What would you probably mean by a sales kundalini? That what in it? All right, I think bit of an internet.
I'm here. I can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, Amit, go ahead.
So to answer that question, if I have understood the question correctly, I can remember that my sales kundalini was sleeping earlier before coming in contact with you, and only when I started taking consultancy from strategic consulting, my sales kundalini slowly started wakening up, and now it's awake. I can say that.
All right. Okay, that looked like a commercial break, but ladies and gentlemen, that was not planned at all. That was not planned at all. So when I say sales kundalini, Amit, what I mean is, as an individual, are you ready to walk a road which you have never walked before? Are you ready to look at a solution which is not normal? Are you ready to walk behind a customer without knowing, or rather without having traveled that journey earlier? You still want to look at a new market segment, you want to look at a new customer profile, you want to look at a new application, and that's where I say that your sales kundalini is jagrut. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give you an example. There is one client of mine who is not there in this show right now, but his name is Jog. He runs a catering business called Jog Hospitality. And I'm just taking his example because I loved him for this. He has a very active sales kundalini. So he told me that, Sanjay, when I started my catering business, I had only 6 items in the menu. When people started asking me कि अरे यार पनीर बटर मसाला दे सकते हैं क्या, तो उसने मन में बोला कि नहीं, मैं देता तो नहीं हूँ, बट इसने मांगा है तो चलो कल से मैं पनीर बटर मसाला भी दूंगा. And that day and today, 22 years down the line, Jog Hospitality runs a great business with a menu card that extends beyond 400 items in his list. And he says that every time a customer asks me for something which I don't do, I start doing it from that time. And that's an excellent example of an active sales kundalini. All right. We have how much minute left? We have 15 minutes left. Oh my God, I'm running behind time. Rishabh Rajput, I can see you on the screen. Rishabh, do you want to ask any question?
No, sir, not really. I just wanted to be familiar with you guys. That's it.
Great, Rishabh. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I have 3 years of working in experience, a telecommunication background. And right now I am in BIT Mesra. It's my MBA.
Oh, all right. We have a lot of students coming in from BIT Mesra today. You're all welcome, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much, Rishabh. You can put your video off. So the next point we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is the modaks. And Ganesha is famous for his love for modaks. You know, वो typical आहार है. गणेश जी को हमेशा मोदक चढ़ाते हैं. So I also want to talk about sales modaks. You know, it is said in mythology that if you want to make Lord Ganesha happy, you should serve him modaks. Like if you want to make Lord Krishna happy, you should serve him white butter. If you want to make Ganesha happy, you should serve him modaks. And if you want to make a sales professional happy, you should serve him with the right incentive program. Interesting, isn't it? So sales modaks is something like sales incentive program for me. If you do not have a sales incentive program for your team, which is balanced, you may not be able to make your salesman happy. And am I trying to say that after giving salary, it is important that you must give incentive? I'm trying to say कि आपको salesman को घूस देना पड़ता है उससे business कराने के लिए? बिल्कुल नहीं. मैं खुद एक salesman हूँ और 38 साल से sales कर रहा हूँ. मैं ऐसा मानना नहीं चाहूँगा. But sales modaks is like the modak that we serve to Lord Ganesha. I mean, Lord Ganesha is God. He's not going to feel bad if you don't give him modaks. But then it is indicative that when you are happy with Lord Ganesha and when Lord Ganesha is happy with you, you serve him with your offerings in the form of modaks. Ask this question to yourself, friends. Do you have the right kind of sales incentive program which works like modaks for your sales team? If not, think about it, because it may be that you have great Lord Ganeshas in your sales team, but in absence of a good sales incentive program, perhaps you are not able to take out the best from them. That's the way I believe in it. And let's move to the next program, that is 4 hands of a sales professional. You see, 4 hands of Lord Ganesha. Every time you see Lord Ganesha, you will find the Lord Ganesha has got 4 hands. One hand has got the axe, which denotes destruction. So anything wrong that anyone does, that denotes destruction. One hand denotes lotus, and lotus represents knowledge. One hand represents modaks, and modaks is like sales incentives. And one hand is free, so that free hand is to bless all of us. So that's how Lord Ganesha has got 4 hands. Now, can you see that every sales professional also has got 4 hands? So one hand of a sales professional is learning and development. So if you have a sales team which does not have any learning and development, which does not have a training program, then you're keeping your sales team bereft of the lotus. Don't do that. That's a crime. If you have a sales team without the incentive program, then you're keeping Lord Ganesha bereft of the modaks. If you do not allow your salespersons to say no when they want to say no, you're trying to axe them, you're trying to tame them, and that's not the way to go, because you have to allow your salespeople to say yes when they want to say yes and to say no when they want to say no. So, dekhiye dosto, I'm sure you understand that like Lord Ganesha, all of us in sales also have 4 hands. ये और बात है कि अगर हम अनभिज्ञ होते हैं इन 4 हाथों का, तो हम अपने सेल्स टीम के ये 4 हाथ काट देते और फिर हम अपने सेल्स टीम को बोलते जाओ बिजनेस करके लाओ. ऐसा कैसे होगा दोस्तों? हमारा जो सेल्समैन है वो भी एक क्यूट लिटिल गणेशा की तरह है. उसके अंदर भी एक क्यूट लिटिल गणेशा है, और जैसे एक क्यूट लिटिल गणेशा के 4 हाथ होते हैं, आपके टीम के भी हर मेंबर के 4 हाथ होने चाहिए. And as a CEO of the company, if you are responsible for cutting off any of these 4 hands, then please exercise caution and please ask this question to yourself today, that are you not committing a crime? All right, good. Let me quickly go to the chat box. I can see some questions there. I see a question from Dole. Mr. Dole says that sales means customer satisfaction, important marketing in sales. Oh, okay. So Mr. Dole has kind of agreed as to what we are trying to say. Sanjay Agarwal says, wonderful session. Okay, Sanjay Agarwal has already given his vote of thanks. He is enjoying this session. Thank you so much, Sanjay, there. So 4 hands of a sales professional. If you are owner of a company, ensure that every member in your sales team has got these 4 hands. If you are a sales manager, fight for these 4 hands attached to yourself. So if your company doesn't have a learning and development program, ask your management, why not? If your company doesn't allow you to say no when you want to say no, ask your company, why not? Because these are the 4 hands which is a birthright of every Ganesha. और दोस्तों, आप सबके अंदर, आप जितने भी सेल्स प्रोफेशनल है, आप सबके अंदर एक क्यूट सा गणेश जी वास करते हैं, ऐसी मेरी कल्पना है. और इस क्यूट से गणेशा को अवेकन करने के लिए I need you to have the 4 hands. And quickly moving forward, समय कम बचा है, 10 मिनट का समय बचा है. I quickly move forward to Ganesha moving out on a rat. And let me, does anyone in the room know the mythology story behind this rat? Or mouse, I'm sorry, not rat, a mouse. तो गणेशा जी की सवारी हमेशा एक चूहा दिखाया जाता है. तो ऐसा क्यों है कि गणेश जी की सवारी हमेशा एक चूहा दिखाई जाती है? इसके पीछे का हिंदू माइथोलॉजी स्टोरी क्या है? अगर आप में से कोई बताएगा तो बहुत मजा आएगा. लेट मी सी अगर मैं किसी का नाम बुला सकूं. Suvishal, can I talk to you? Suvishal is not responding. Mr. Brijesh Yadav, can I talk to you? Brijesh Yadav?
सर माइथोलॉजी तो पता नहीं है, बट चूहा मतलब वाहन है, और वाहन का मतलब होता है कि हमें जो ड्राइव करता है वो सबसे कम होना चाहिए, सबसे छोटा होना चाहिए.
ब्रिजेश जी अपनी एक इंट्रोडक्शन दे दीजिए ताकि हम सब आपको पहचान पाए.
सर मैं अनिल क्षीरसागर बोल रहा हूँ.
अच्छा, अनिल जी बोल रहे हैं. ओके ओके.
हाँ जी जी.
सो या चूहा जो है वो वाहन होता है गणेश जी का, बट क्यों चूहा क्यों सिलेक्ट हुआ? शेर भी तो हो सकता था, चीता हो सकता था, बट चूहा क्यों हुआ?
नहीं, हमको जो ड्राइव करने वाली एक्सपेक्टेशंस है वो कम से कम होनी चाहिए. मुझे माइथोलॉजी पता नहीं है, बट दिस डेफिनेटली रिप्रेजेंट्स हमारे एक्सपेक्टेशंस कम से कम होने चाहिए, आई सपोज.
ऑलराइट, गुड. सो हमारे हिंदू माइथोलॉजी में एक कहावत है कि देयर वाज ए मुनि कॉल्ड वामदेवा. सो मुनि जी थे वामदेवा, और वामदेवा जी जब चल रहे थे एक बार, तो उनके पैर के नीचे एक चूहा आ गया. तो वामदेवा जी को गुस्सा आया क्योंकि उनकी तपस्या भंग हो गई कि उनके पैर के नीचे चूहा आ गया. तो उन्होंने चूहा को श्राप दे दिया कि चूहा, उसने बुरा श्राप दिया चूहा को. तो गणेश जी ये पूरी हादसा को देख रहे थे. तो गणेश जी ने बोला कि आज से चूहा ही मेरा वाहन होगा, क्योंकि जब जब मेरी पूजा होगी तो इस चूहा की भी पूजा होगी. और गणेश जी ने अपनी इस कल्पना से लोगों को बताया that how to crush useless thoughts of people. तो चूहा को अपना वाहन बना के गणेश जी ने मुनि वामदेवा की थॉट्स को क्रश किया कि तू मुनि है तो क्या हुआ, मूर्ख आदमी, तुझे इतना नहीं समझ में आता कि हर एक को हमें इज्जत करनी है, हर एक को हमें मदद करनी है, तो आज से चूहा ही मेरा वाहन होगा. So this is how the mythology story goes, Anil Kshirsagar ji. But then here the important question is, as sales professional, do you also crush a chooha whenever you see a chooha, or do you try to make that chooha your vahan? And that's the question which I'm trying to raise in this forum today, that as sales professional, there are many times when we find things or people who are not very significant for us. Now, if you are a smart sales professional, you don't crush that insignificant thing. You actually make use of that, positive use of that insignificant thing to further your business and give it the ijjat that it deserves, rather than crushing it as a useless thought. And I have always believed in this. There are many anecdotes that I would like to share with you, where this habit of mine, where I do not crush anything as useless, I try to look for something out of that, is very important. But before I tell you one or two stories from my own real life, let me quickly go around the room and ask someone. Guys, I'm just trying to make it very interactive so that you are all enjoying this program. So let me look for someone new. Okay, Mrunalini Khond. Mrunalini Khond, are you there? Mrunalini is not responding. All right. Okay, I can see Millie Juneja there. Millie, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Millie, do you believe that हमारे जीवन में एज अ सेल्स प्रोफेशनल चूहा रूपी इनसिग्निफिकेंट चीजें आती हैं जिनको अगर कदर किया जाए तो हम अपने बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं?
Yes, sir. It is very important कि हमको चूहे जैसे वाहन की बहुत जरूरत है हमारे सेल्स को प्रोपोगेट करने के लिए. I strongly believe in that.
तो आपके जीवन में कोई ऐसा हादसा हुआ है जहां आपने ऐसा चूहा रूपी को क्रश किए बगैर उनका इस्तेमाल किया, पॉजिटिव इस्तेमाल किया और आपकी बिजनेस आगे बढ़ी?
सर क्रश जैसा नहीं किया है, but we definitely need support of subordinates as well to move further. Okay, that I had that experience in one of my assignments with L&T. My subordinates were the main people who have helped me out to remain intact in my position and also gain promotions. So I strongly believe in that.
All right, thank you very much for your response, Millie. Thank you so much. You can mute yourself. So दोस्तों 4 मिनट का समय बचा है. Sales Ganesha in every salesman is what we are talking about, and you can see on the screen that everything that you can see on Lord Ganesha has got a connotation. उनका बड़ा सर, उनका बड़ा सूंड, उनकी बड़ी आंखें, उनके बड़े कान, उनका टूटा हुआ दांत, उनके 4 हाथ, उनकी उनके कुंडलिनी के आगे एक सर्प, उनका चूहा वाहन, इन सारी चीजों का कुछ न कुछ कॉनोटेशन है और इन्हीं कॉनोटेशन के सहारे मैं अपनी आज की इस प्रोग्राम को एक एंड की तरफ ले जाना चाहता हूं. We still have 2 more minutes into the program today, and I want to quickly summarize what all we have discussed today. So friends, on this very pious and humble occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi, I first of all welcome all of you and congratulate all of you that we are all here to celebrate Ganesha. And I want to quickly run down the 8 programs, the 8 facilities, or the 8 things that we need to discover in ourselves if we would want to discover Lord Ganesha in ourselves. So I'm sure each one of you wants to discover Lord Ganesha in yourself. The first thing that you need to discover is your ability to attack the customer on an ideal customer profile. Do not just go and meet any customer or any prospect. Always try to identify the ideal customer profile. Second, consciously have a large pair of ears. तो मैं आपके कान के साइज बढ़ाने तो नहीं कह रहा हूं, but what I'm trying to say is listen very actively. The third, जिस तरह गणेश जी का बहुत बड़ा सूंड होता है, you should also have a huge trunk with a sensory organs, sensing antennas on, prospecting always on. Fourth, always believe in the policy of givers gain, क्योंकि देने से कम नहीं होता, देने से और आता है. तो अधिक सेवा कीजिए, अधिक सर्विस दीजिए, अधिक सच बोलिए, अधिक कंसल्टेंसी कीजिए, अधिक एडवाइजरी कीजिए. Fifth point, always believe that you will become a complete sales professional only when you have the intellect of Riddhi and the prosperity of Siddhi. So in fact, I want to raise this. What is your question? And next point, sales Kundalini. Always believe that you can also make your sales Kundalini awake. So if you have a sleeping sales Kundalini, awaken it. There are multiple ways of doing it, but don't have a sleeping Kundalini, and believe in the power of sales Modaks. Believe in the power of sales Modaks for your team. Always provide the 3 hands to Lord Ganesha so that the 4th hand can do your work. So if you want your sales team to do your work, ensure that your sales team, every member is empowered with 3 hands, one with the axe, one with lotus, and the third one with modaks. If you have empowered your sales team with these 3 hands, then the 4th hand of the sales manager working for you will get business for you. And last but not the least, the sales mouse in our life. Each one of us finds something insignificant. We try to crush it and move forward. Don't crush it. It might become your very intelligent Vahan, just like Sales Ganesha became, the Chuha became the Vahan for Sales Ganesha. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring my program to rest here. We are sitting dot at 5 p.m. and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have conducted this program because a lot of people told me कि सर गणेश चतुर्थी है, आपको सेल्स की पाठशाला नहीं करनी चाहिए क्योंकि सेल्स की पाठशाला में हम लोग आ नहीं पाएंगे क्योंकि हमको गणेश चतुर्थी करना है. All those of you who have come for the program today, a special note of thanks for you because today also happens to be Mahalakshmi Puja day and many of you would be having Mahalakshmi Puja in your respective houses. Still, you have taken the time to come out and participate in this program. Thank you so much. For those of you who have come for the first time, I want to tell you that Sales Ki Pathshala is a weekly program which happens on every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. So those of you who have come here for the first time, please remember to log in at 4 o'clock every Wednesday and participate in this program live. We have a new topic on sales every Wednesday. Since 2016, we are doing this program. And in this same Shrinkhala, on the next Wednesday, which is 2nd September, we have a program titled Sales MIS. So we will discuss about what are the different aspects of management information systems which makes your sales monitoring complete and foolproof. So those of you who understand this or who want to understand more of this, please don't forget to come and log on into my program at 4 p.m. sharp next Wednesday, coming up with Sales MIS. That's all from my side today, ladies and gentlemen. Since we are towards the end of the program, can I request all of you to please put your videos on so that we can have a final round of thanksgiving from all of you and also say Happy Ganesha to all of you because I see everyone as Lord Ganesha. I can see so many miniature Lord Ganesha on my screen right now. So I would love that if you all put your screens on and let's have a quick round of feedback. How did you like today's program? And what is it that you learned from today's program? What is it that you learned from the life of Lord Ganesha? Yes, it's an open house. I don't want to call anyone's name. Any one of you who feels like giving a feedback, just put your mute button on and talk. Yes, Kaushik.
Thank you so much. It was
Sir,
wonderful.
Kaushik.
Sorry, okay.
Givers gain.
Yes, Kaushik.
Yeah. So this givers gain concept was too good today. And the kind of analogy analogy it related, it is new thing for me.
Thank you so much, Kaushik. And you have been very regular in my program. So thank you very much for that again. Yes, Amit, you were saying something.
I just said thank you. It was wonderful.
All right. That sounded pretty good. Nice. All right. We have a lot of students. Let me have a feedback from some of the students. Rishabh Rajput, would you like to give a feedback?
Yeah, sir. Actually, it is quite a good experience, I'll say, because it's always good to learn from the seniors like you guys. So that's it from now. Actually, I joined quite late, actually after half an hour of the program. So
all right,
I guess I'll be more useful after this and from the next sessions.
All right. Thank you very much, Rishabh. Anyone else who wants to give any input?
Sir, myself, C. Dilip Lohia.
Yeah, Dilip ji, क्या हाल चाल है आपके?
बहुत बढ़िया सर.
Yes, go ahead.
लॉर्ड गणेशा का आपने जो रोल मॉडल बताया है सर सेल्स के लिए, इट इज यूनिक एंड अमेजिंग. एंड सर ऐसा कंपैरिजन कभी किसी ने नहीं किया है, लेकिन गणेश जी का जो कंपैरिजन आपने बताया है वो बहुत ही शानदार है और सभी के उपयोग में आने वाली चीज. थैंक यू सर.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dilip bhai. Any other input? Oh, Subramaniam, nice to see you back, man. Any input from you, Subramaniam?
Good evening, Mr. Sanjay.
Good evening.
Pleasure to see you once again. The Modak, I felt today's session is very important for the sales team, of course. So it's interesting. Thank you for admitting me to join in this program. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Mr. Subramaniam. Sanjay Agarwal ji, मंद मुस्कुरा रहे हैं. Yes, Sanjay, you want to say something? Yes, Paliwal ji.
मुझे ये अच्छा लगा कि कस्टमर्स की हमें बात सुननी चाहिए एंड दे गिव सॉल्यूशंस आल्सो, उसी जो बातचीत में जो भी उनका कहना है.
All right, very good. Last comment from Mr. Rajendra Paliwal.
You should, in your character as a salesperson, you should encompass all the qualities that have been depicted today in Lord Ganesha, and you should become as respectable and as welcome as the Lord Ganesha for every new thing by customer.
Oh my God, that's a huge applause, Paliwal Saab. That's really nice coming from a senior person like you. So friends, time to say goodbye. For all those of you who have not been following me, please remember that I come live on Instagram every day at 8 o'clock, 8 to 8:30 p.m. live on Instagram every day from 8 to 8:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Do remember to log on there as well. For the moment, this is your sales coach Sanjay Singh signing off and wishing all of you a very, very happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Bye-bye.
गणपति बप्पा मोरया.